Yo! What's up? Franck-Maleek here, and welcome to the journey. So if you guys watched part 1, and if you didn't, you should go watch it like right now. I'm not used to these things yet, but perhaps like one of these cards will pop up, you just click on it, you go see that video, okay? If you guys did watch part 1, that means that you guys know about the 4 temperaments. Okay, so I kind of lost my phone stand, and I'm putting my phone on books, and I'm just now realizing that you can actually see the edge of one of the books in the video, well, at the beginning until I zoom in, but I kind of wanted to apologize real quick for that, okay? Anyway, basically in this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to make any of these temperaments agree with you by utilizing the proper ways of communicating with each and every one of these temperaments, right? So we're going to take a step back, whoa, zoom in, and we'll get started. Okay, so the main reason I'm making this video is because with all the different temperaments that there are in the world, I feel like it's so important to know exactly how to communicate with each and every one of them, right? Because, you know, the way you're gonna ask someone who's melancholic to join you in a business venture is not the same way you're gonna ask someone who's choleric or Sangin, for example, right? I mean, these type of people we don't click the same way, right? Someone who's Sangin needs to hear something else compared to someone who's melancholic who probably wants to hear more numbers or analytical stuff. You know, Sangins want to hear more emotions, more, you know, passion, people that are driven, you know, that type of stuff, right? So I'm gonna dive in and show you exactly all the factors that you need to know when you're talking either to someone who's choleric, someone who's melancholic, someone who is Sangin, someone who is Okay, so we're gonna start off with melancholic people. So if you want a melancholic type of person to agree with you, or if you're trying to convince them, one word: facts. Facts, information, knowledge, details. Those are basically the 4 words that you need to keep in mind when talking to someone who's melancholic. Facts, information, knowledge, and details. These are the things that are used and that are needed quite often to convince a melancholic person. Because with melancholic people, they're always so analytical, you know, detail-oriented. Like, if you guys watched last video, part 1, you guys would know all of this, right? So, truthfully, if you're watching this and haven't watched part 1, you go watch that first, then come back, okay? You really need to have all the details, you know, all the information. You need to have all the different facts in place if you're trying to convince them. Like, let's say one of your parents is melancholic and you want to go out for a party, right? Well, the way you're going to convince that parent that you're going to go out for a party, give them all the facts, right? Now, I know you're thinking maybe you don't want to give all the facts to your parents, blah, blah, blah. And if so, like if you really want to give all the details and that type of stuff, all the different facts, then just pop out the major facts and dive into detail on each of these facts. So let's say you want to go to a party and it's at a friend's house and there's gonna be a lot of games, food, maybe alcohol, who knows, right? And you don't want them to know all that, right? But you still want to convince them to let you go to the party. So you throw out 3 major facts, right? Where is the party gonna be? I think all parents really want to know where it's gonna be, right? Especially if they're melancholic. What time is it starting? What time is it ending? And what will you be doing there, right? If you can give them all these different facts and give them details, like crazy details, like imagine it's a freaking PowerPoint, right? A PowerPoint presentation, you give them details on every single fact, I promise you, they'll be like, oh, yeah, okay, sure, no problem. You can go to the party, just make sure you're back at the time that you said so. Right? Which, you know, sometimes happens, sometimes doesn't. Right? So I think that's the main way to get any melancholic person to agree with what you say. Feed them information, dive into facts, and illustrate with details. Okay?
Please fill my pants.
I'll be right back. Okay, so to continue, we're gonna go with the phlegmatic people. So phlegmatic people, if you guys remember very well, these people, you know, to kind of, you know, give you guys a short resume, these people are like service-oriented, very low-key, calm in their corner. They don't really show their emotions too much because they don't like dominating, right? If you want to try to get some of these people to agree with what you say, it's pretty simple. Present the situation in the best interest of the group. Okay, because phlegmatic people, like I said, are service and oriented, and most of the time they're actually willing to sacrifice themselves for the interest of the group, of the whole group, right? So if you can show them what you're saying, what you're trying to get them to agree to, will actually be in the best interest of the whole group and not just you as an individual, they most likely will agree. Now the thing with phlegmatic people, since they are pretty low-key relaxed and calm, you don't want to push them or rush them too much. They often need time to actually make decisions. And since they don't like dominating people too much, they often, won't talk too much or show their feelings too much. And if you start pushing them too much, since these guys are just like very surface oriented, peace and love, they don't like conflicts. So since they're not showing their emotions, and if they've had like enough, like they're kind of pissed, right? They'll just stop talking to you actually, and like won't consider what you're saying whatsoever. So for these type of people, you want to be patient, allow them to have time to think about it, don't rush them, but just make sure you're showing them the best interest for the group. So if what you want them to agree to is in the best interest of the group, the likeliness of them agreeing to it is higher.
What in hell?
Now, with the Sangin people, it's pretty much the opposite of phlegmatic people. Okay? So if you want a Sangin person to agree with what you're saying, you kind of need to show them what's in it for them. Or like how are they gonna have fun? Or how will they be put in the spotlight? Because Sangin people love the spotlight, right? So if what you want them to agree to includes them having fun or having something in their best interest, not the group's or yourselves, or like their best interest, they're gonna agree to it, because Sangin people are very social people. Like, they love to have fun, they love communicating, they love being active, right? So if what you want them to agree to includes one of those things, the likeliness of them agreeing with you is it's gonna go way higher, right? It's that simple. If you understood phlegmatics, Sangin is basically the reverse, right? Phlegmatic people, interest of the group. Sangin people, their own interests. It's kind of simple. Okay, finally, cholerics. Cholerics love communicating with strong-willed personalities, right? So first off, if you're not confident when you're talking, if you seem uncertain when you talk, you seem unprepared with your different arguments for trying to get them to agree to something, you're dead already, right? With choleric people, they love people who are prepared when they talk, who are certain about what they're saying, and people who are confident when they speak, right? They love being around strong-willed personalities. And that's basically the way. There's no very analytical or particular ways or particular things you need to say to choleric peoples. It's really so much how you say it. Now, aside of that, you also need to gain their respect, right? Choleric people are people who base a lot of their things off of respect, meaning if they don't have respect for you, or you don't have respect for them, or it's not mutual, the likeliness of them agreeing to anything you'll say is gonna go down dramatically. So with choleric people, you really want to, gain their respect, be able to talk confidently, be prepared when you're talking, be certain with almost every single argument you say. And when you're talking, don't make it too long, because choleric people, they're the type of people that make decisions fairly quickly. Unlike phlegmatic people who take quite a long time, choleric people they make decisions very, very quickly. Okay? So you don't want to make it too long. Otherwise, maybe in the middle of your argumentations, they've already made their choice, right? You don't want to make it too short either. Otherwise, they have very little information to judge you upon, and they'll just make their decision like that. So you want to give them just enough information, kind of like with the melancholic people, but you need to keep in mind that these people make their decisions very quickly. So as long as you're confident, certain when you're talking, prepared, and you have respect for them, and they have respect for you, convincing choleric people, especially if it's a good idea, will not be a problem. Okay, guys? Anyways, I really hope you guys loved this video. I'm just now realizing that I've done a part 1 and a part 2, but I'm perhaps thinking of doing a part 3 on how to enable you guys to know if this complete stranger is a phlegmatic person, a Sangin person, melancholic, choleric, because how do you know if someone has one of these temperaments? Like, how do you determine that with a stranger? So I think it'd be pretty cool to do maybe a part 3 to this. I'm not too sure, it really depends on you guys. So, comment down below if you guys would want me to do a part 3 on how to show you guys and enable you guys to know when someone is a Sangin, a choleric, a melancholic, all these different things, right? Just comment down below and I'll make it happen, okay? Anyways, you guys know the drill. When life gives you lemons, make apple juice, guys. Peace.